The Sturmtiger, or the Assault Tiger, was one of the most striking assault guns deployed by the German military during World War II. This vehicle, equipped with the 38 cm Raketenwerfer 61 rocket launcher, was designed as a heavy assault gun intended for urban warfare, primarily in the challenging post-Normandy phase of the conflict. The Sturmtiger combined the elements of a heavy tank with the immense firepower of a rocket mortar, allowing it to deliver a devastating punch against heavily fortified positions, especially in city combat settings. The Sturmtiger originated from Germany's experiences with urban warfare during the war, most notably the terrible street battles in Stalingrad and Warsaw, where infantry and tanks struggled against fortified positions and bunkers. The German army recognized the need for a mobile weapon capable of delivering massive firepower and capable of destroying buildings and fortified positions. The standard tank armament of the time was insufficient for such tasks, so Germany aimed to create a new type of armored vehicle specifically for urban assault and close-quarter support. The development began in late 1943 under the leadership of the Alket Company, a subsidiary of the major arms manufacturer Rheinmetall-Borsig. The Sturmtiger was based on the hull of the Tiger I heavy tank, chosen for its robustness and the ability to withstand close combat. Only 18 Sturmtigers were built due to the late war shortages and the complexity of the production, but each was a formidable weapon on its own right. The centerpiece of the Sturmtiger was its massive 38 cm Raketenwerfer or rocket launcher 61, a 380 mm rocket mortar capable of firing high explosive and anti-fortification shells. Unlike traditional artillery, the Raketenwerfer 61 used a rocket-propelled shell instead of a conventional shell, resulting in a much more significant explosive force upon impact. Weighing around 350 kilograms and measuring 1.5 meters in length, these shells could penetrate concrete up to 2.5 meters thick. The effective range of the Sturmtiger was around 6 kilometers, though due to its short barrel design, the rocket's trajectory was highly arced, limiting its accuracy over long distances. Nonetheless, at shorter ranges, it was a very potent tool for demolishing enemy fortifications. Loading the Raketenwerfer 61 was a very complex and time-consuming process due to the size and weight of its shells. Each shell weighed around 350 kilograms and required special handling equipment to be loaded safely. The Sturmtiger's crew usually consisted of 5 members: a commander, driver, gunner, loader, and assistant loader. To facilitate the reloading process, the Sturmtiger was equipped with a hydraulically operated crane mounted on the inside of the vehicle. This crane could lift the shell from the storage compartment and align it with the mortar tube. Once the shell was lifted by the crane, the crew would carefully guide it into the breach. The shell's massive size and weight required the utmost precision and teamwork from the loader and assistant loader to avoid any accidents. After the shell was properly aligned, it was inserted into the breech. Due to the size and explosive nature of the ammunition, this step required significant care. The shell was then locked securely into place, and the firing mechanism was engaged. Once the shell was in the breech and the weapon secured, the crew would conduct safety checks to ensure that the system was operational and ready for firing. Given the explosive payload of each shell, these checks were crucial to prevent malfunctions and misfires. The entire loading process could take several minutes, depending on the crew's experience and the battle conditions. Given the intense pressure on the Sturmtiger's crew, these precious minutes in close-range combat would be extremely tense. The vehicle could only carry 12 rounds in total due to the size of the shells, which limited its ammunition capacity, but ensured that each shot had a significant impact. The Sturmtiger made its combat debut in 1944, seeing action primarily on the Western Front following the D-Day invasion. It was deployed in battles where the destruction of entrenched enemy positions was essential, including the battles of Aachen and the Battle of the Bulge. The high explosive power of the 38 cm Raketenwerfer 61 made it especially useful for clearing out defensive strongpoints, bunkers, and other urban structures. However, the Sturmtiger faced several operational challenges. The vehicle, derived from the heavy Tiger I chassis, was slow and cumbersome, making it vulnerable to faster-moving Allied armor and infantry. Additionally, urban combat required maneuverability that the Sturmtiger often lacked. The loading process and limited ammunition meant that the Sturmtiger couldn't maintain sustained fire, reducing its effectiveness in prolonged engagements. By the time the Sturmtiger's deployment, Germany was facing severe logistical challenges. Ammunition and fuel shortages further restricted the vehicle's operational use. Despite these limitations, the Sturmtiger's immense firepower had a profound psychological impact. Its destruction potential was unmatched in close-quarter combat, and Allied forces often reported the terror it instilled during engagements. The weapon's destructive power became one of the many symbols of Germany's heavy, experimental weaponry during the later stages of the war. Though only a handful of Sturmtigers were ever built, their design and functionality remain fascinating examples of Germany's late-war engineering efforts to overcome the challenges of modern warfare. The Sturmtiger's effectiveness in breaching fortified positions showcased the potential of rocket artillery in urban assault roles, influencing post-war military engineering and tactics, especially in the context of bunker busting and close support artillery. Today, a few surviving Sturmtigers can be seen in museums, where they stand as powerful reminders of the intense and often desperate innovations undertaken during World War II. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to support my channel, check out the PayPal donation link in the description or consider becoming a member. To make sure you don't miss my future work, subscribe to my channel please and press the bell notification button. Thank you and see you in the next video.